Yo, 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 what is up, family? Make sure you checking out Z Notes Master Beats. What is up? Facebook, what is up? Instagram. It's our normal Tuesday going live. What is up, YouTube? Yes. I'm gonna give people some time to get in the building. If you are watching me over on Facebook or Instagram, please join us on YouTube. We are live right now at Becoming a Butterfly. Our conversation, our topic today, we gonna talk how to stay focused when life be lifing, y'all. Because let me tell y'all how life been lifing. Real talk. So come on, let's come in the room. We gonna play some Z Notes Master Beats while we wait for some people to come in the room a little bit. Give about another 3 minutes or so. Put your butterflies in the chat. Let me see your butterflies in the chat. Go ahead and look at Instagram, and as right now we got my son up on the screen for a little bit while we rock out to my son beat. Yes. I so love the fact that I have children that are creative. One of my daughters told me that she is ready to start getting into content. Okay, boo. Yes, family, if you are watching me over on YouTube or on Instagram, won't you go over to YouTube? Go over and see my live Becoming a Butterfly on YouTube. You know you in the right place when you see C Notes Master on your screen. Yes. And if you are watching me, hey, baby, hey, mamas, go over there and check me out on YouTube. Go in there and type in @Christina Butterfly, or go over to, just go and type in Becoming a Butterfly Podcast. Go check your girl out. Hey. Yes, when my daughter told me she wanted to get into social media management, I said, "Ooh, girl, yes, just let me know when you're ready." Because listen, I love creating content. So much time goes into getting it posted and up and going, and that's what you gotta do when you're trying to build an empire. Yes. All right, y'all. We about to get started. Hey, what's up, family? Alright, we gonna turn this on. Cause y'all know this thing be giving me horror times every week, and I ain't going through it. Alright, let's make sure we listen to the disclaimer. This is a mental health disclaimer. Now, before we get into it, you guys, just a heads up. I am not a certified mental health professional. What I share here is based on personal experience and my opinion. If you are dealing with a serious mental health crisis or you need to speak to someone immediately, reach out to a professional. They know what to do and they have you. The information and advice I give are for general insight, not a substitute for professional help. Your choices are your own, not mine. Let's do this journey together. And remember, it's all about personal growth, Now, let's get into today's episode. Well, hello, good evening, my beautiful butterflies. Welcome back to another live episode of Becoming a Butterfly podcast, the place where it's never too late to become your better self. I'm your host, Christina Butterfly, also known as Chrissy O the Artist. And as you guys know, I say it every week, I'm so excited to be here. You know, I love what I do. I remember there was a time, guys, I hated going to work. I did. Once I got there, I was good, but I was one of them people, if I can think of a reason to call out, I'm calling out. But I love showing up here for y'all every single week. I do. I really do. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. I'm so glad you decided to come through and see a sister. Please stop and make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Sit back and relax. Comment. You know, I like to communicate. We can talk back and forth, you know. I want to get more in the habit of being able to go over to the comment section and pull up the comment section, you know. So if you are watching me on any social media or platform, if you want to communicate and talk with a sister, I need you to go over to YouTube. You can put in Christina Butterfly and find my YouTube page, or you can type in Becoming a Butterfly podcast and it will come right up, honey. And join the live. Make sure you join the live, guys. So today, guys, we are going to talk. You know, I like to get into it. We're going to talk about how to stay focused on your goals for 2024 when life be lifing. You know, because right now, let me tell y'all, life been lifing for me. I don't know about y'all, but it been lifing. It been lifing a lot. You feel me? And there was a point in my life, y'all, when life be lifing like this, I don't want to do nothing. I don't. I just want to go in my room, close the door, lock the door, get in my bed, eat whatever food I can find, and watch TV all day and lock life completely out. Okay? Like, truly. Like, that's really how I would have normally taken things. But, y'all, when you learn how to make better choices and start changing your mindset, guys, oh my goodness. So, you know, we're going to get into it. 5 little strategies. You know, I love my 5 points. And I haven't been doing 5 points in a while on my lives when I was going live on Facebook. You see how to think about it. Be going live on Facebook because I wanted to get in the flow of just being able to go alive and being comfortable of talking, you know? Because when you first of all, Facebook is not the platform for long form content. We know that. Secondly, I just wanted to be comfortable in front of the camera and talk to the camera like I see, you feel what I'm saying, see the face of my friends or my homegirls or, you know, my baby mama who's on live with me and other people who know me personally. You feel what I'm saying? I just knowing that I want to talk to the massive, but I got to feel like I'm talking to my homie. So I see the faces of my friends and I just wanted to be comfortable now though. Now we got to get a little bit more serious on this live. Okay. We got to start talking about some real ways of being able to change our lives, to change. And the only way we're going to be able to change our lives is to start with our mindset. Like that's the only way. It has to start there. And because I put in so much work at changing my mindset and I'm watching what happens when you do the work, I got to share with my peoples because if I can encourage you to do the same, then listen, we can start getting this thing together so we can change the world together, y'all. Like, truthfully, honestly, the way the world is going, We got to start thinking bigger. We got to start allowing God to think for us, to dream for us. There we go. We got to start figuring out a way to position ourselves to allow God to dream that dream for us, because we've forgotten how to dream. We've gotten so content and just so used to the mundane, the mediocre, the same thing every day, over and over and over and over again. We've gotten so used to it that that's what we do. We wake up every day, same thing. Guys, listen, I spent a year behind bars. That's jail. That's jail. That's what we did in jail. Yes, you can get up and go outside, but we got to get to the point where we got to dream bigger for ourselves. We gotten to the point to learn and understand, unless you're going to college for a specific purpose, is nothing but another money pit. And until they change that process, I'm an advocate for YouTube University. But we got to dream bigger if that is what you want to listen. My daughter want to be a doctor. She will be 29 years old this year, and she still has that dream of wanting to be a doctor. So her entryway into it was to go through medical assistance. Now, I don't know about y'all, but every single human, every female I've known who went to school for medical assistance ain't never do no damn medical assistance. Ain't ever do it. So I'm just seeing signs of God just keep trying to stop her from reaching that goal. And I said to my daughter, I said, baby girl, is your ultimate goal to be a doctor or to be a medical assistant? She said, it's to be a doctor. I said, well, there's more than one way to get to that direction. And it don't have to be in a field that won't even get you in the hospital. It won't even get you in a clinic. You feel what I'm saying? So we done talked about, let's try phlebotomy. Let's try a different path to get you where you trying to go faster. Give you a skill you can work with now. As soon as you graduate, her aunt owns a whole phlebotomy business. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we really have to change our mindset. And at first, she was really stuck on it. Her thing was, our family got a habit of not finishing stuff. She's right, because I ain't get my diploma. You absolutely right, sugar. But I'm still going to live the life that was created for me to live with or without that piece of paper. With or without that piece of paper. Truth is, I'm coming to realize that a lot of things was myths. A lot of things was just placed on us because they felt like they had to. Like, education is important, absolutely, but what the hell are y'all teaching us? Because the majority of the crap that y'all teachers ain't doing a damn thing for us when we grown. We got to go back to school all over again, y'all. I know I ain't the only parent who kid come home from school with some stuff. You just be like, what? I'm so glad these kids grown, y'all. I ain't got to look at another homework again, y'all. I ain't got to look at another homework again. Do you hear me? Lord, I'm so glad these kids is grown. But it puts you in such a mindset that as an adult, and the things you have to do on a daily basis on the school, what that, man, ain't teach you a damn thing. I ain't do calculus yet. I'm just saying, I ain't speak Latin yet. Let alone Latin 1, 2, or 3. I ain't been to France, so I'm just saying. Spanish, I can understand. I wish they'd have pushed that more than anything else. Honestly, sign language, that would have been a heck of a something to learn. You feel what I'm saying? But they just put this curriculum together that was created 50 years ago, and think it still apply today. You understand me? So we really have to learn to teach ourselves. And that starts with changing our mindsets. That starts with believing in ourselves more than we ever have before. Like, seriously, y'all. I'm telling you, I will tell you every week, if your girl's showing up here. Wait a minute, I got a testimony, y'all. Your girl did get a stamp. And let me tell y'all something. I got my stamps. They done doubled up on my on my OTC card. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, I set it up for me to be able to have over $1,000 of money specifically for food and over-the-counter medication. But it's still cash I ain't got to spend out my pocket. More cash that was allowed me to go ahead and put into the podcast. Ways of me and being able to figure out, you know what? I think I'll be able to do some things and be able to get some more internet for me so I can make my lives to be more smoother. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing to me how me just staying focused on a goal in the direction that I'm going and not allowing any distractions, including life's mishaps. You feel what I'm saying? I come to believe that God allows things to happen to us just so we can get like to see how what you made of. You understand what I'm saying? Like you doing all the work, so let's see if the work. You know what I mean? You can't be walking around with your chest up telling people, "Oh, if you change your life, if you do this and this will happen, when things happen to you, you crumble." You feel what I'm saying? I got to be able to say, you know what, the doing the work really do work. And how do I know? Because I got now I'm behind on my rent without actually being behind on my rent. You understand what I'm saying? And no, okay, I ain't gonna freak out. We just gonna make a plan. You understand what I'm saying? There was a time I was too freaked out, especially when I knew it wasn't my fault. See, at one point in time, your girl lost her home. I lost my apartment. I lost my PHA for non-payment of rent because I'm addicted to drugs and not knowing how to pay bills. You understand what I'm saying? So now I done worked my ass off. I'm making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm paying rent every month on time. I ain't do. Listen, as soon as my money hit my card, I ain't do nothing. Paid that rent here with my chest off. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, yeah, your sons got to pay. Because they turned 18, your sons got to pay. No other housing program do that but this one. And you know what's the key? This housing program is for people who deal with mental disorders. I said, wow. If that don't tell you how much the government, they don't care at the end of the day. It's really about their money. It's really about their money. They really don't care for the disabled. They really don't care for none of that. They don't care. So we got to get to the point that we got to care about ourselves. Real talk, like we can't no longer keep relying and dependent on the government assistance, welfare, social security. We can't. We got to figure out ways to develop extra income, side income, learn about stocks, learn about bonds, learn about what is your 401k really doing for you. Like, y'all, I'm telling you. So the first step, I won't even say step. What we'll say, the first tip, the power of setting clear and realistic goals. Now, when I was doing my live and still, I'm still on Facebook. I know people say, whatever about Facebook, but Facebook will pay you quicker than you. Matter of fact, Instagram ain't paying you for your content. Facebook will. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, so when I was going live on my Facebook, I talked a lot about setting goals, especially coming into 2024, making a vision board. I have a vision board that I look at every single day. One on my phone, it's on my tablet, it's on my computer. Whatever I look at, I see that vision board. You understand me? To know your why at all times. Are you sick and tired of living check to check? Are you sick and tired of every day trying to figure it out? That dream that won't go away? Stop wasting time. Stop wasting time. Do it. Do it. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us, but yet we live our lives like we know for a fact that not only tomorrow is promised, but I got a few years from now to get it together. My dad woke up at 40 sleep on a Thursday, September 22nd, at 40 years old, and never woke up again. He died in his sleep. So we need to truly understand that tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. And if you don't make a decision to say that, you know what, I'm going to step out on faith. I'm going to believe that this dream that I keep dreaming is not an accident. It's not a mistake. It's something I was born and ordained to do. I need to just believe that this is where I'm supposed to be and live in that truth. Because I'm telling you, if you want to look up, if you're younger than me, and I'm 44, if you're younger than me and you think it's a game and you think you got all the time in the world, I promise you 44 will be here quicker than you can sneeze. You understand me? I'm telling you. Because it was just yesterday, my 18-year-old was just born. I promise you. And now all of a sudden I'm looking at a grown man walking around here with a girlfriend. Okay? And now I'm like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with my time now? Do you understand what I'm saying? Make a decision who it is you want your children to look up and see. My kids was disappointed in me for many years. And now as an adult and they're adults, I got to do even more work to show up to let them know, listen, your mom ain't her no more. She done got it together. Don't waste no time, y'all. Time is the only thing you can't pay for. The only thing you can't get back. You can't build a time machine and go back and fix absolutely nothing. And understand every day you wake up is a choice to make a different decision every single day. Every single day that you are blessed to open your eyes is a decision. It's a decision. Like real talk. You decide, am I going to do the same thing I did yesterday, or am I going to create something new? And it's not talking about like removing. I know we got all these habits. I got habits. But one thing I know is when you start bringing in more positive habits, negative habits just start dropping off one by one. They can't coincide. They can't live together. You feel they can't. You can't start putting in positivity and think that negativity is just going to stay there with all kinds of habits from cigarettes. Now, I ain't letting go of my weed. We going to get this straight right now. Okay. We going to make this very clear. Okay. I'm going to be smoking my weed forever. However, letting go cigarettes, letting go vapes, you know what I mean? Indulging in alcohol, being drunk all the time. Listen, it got to be a time and place. And I like to, get my sip on too. But sometimes we get to the point where we're drinking our problems away and not even realizing we drinking our problems away. And once again, wasting time. Wasting time. You understand me? So we got to really start making decisions and setting clear goals. Realistic goals. What can I do in the next 3 months? What can I do in the next 6 months? You feel what I'm saying? What can I do in the next year? And it's not perfect. Listen, I know broad shoulders what I want to do, but I'm making this thing up as I go. You have the idea, picture, but just like driving down the street, y'all, all my drivers out there, when you're driving on a dark highway, right? I was just with my daughter not too long ago. We went to Coatesville and her GPS was taking her to all the darkest places to drive through Coatesville. Okay. And if you know, you know. All right. Shout out to my Coatesville family, my cousin Taryn. Yo. Shout out to all my family, my cousin Bam. If you watching, you see this later. I love you, boos. But my daughter, we out there driving and literally, y'all, it was so dark. My daughter, and she got to the point when she comfortable doing it because she drive for UPS, and it's so many times she's out in the middle of nowhere. And the only thing you can see is where the light touch. But yet my daughter make it home every night. You feel what I'm saying? We made it to my cousin's door. You got to trust that the steps that you're taking take you to that bigger picture. You feel me? And it starts by setting that clear, realistic goal. Don't overwhelm yourself. That's a lot of reasons why we don't start stepping into our change. This is my year of change, 2024, my year of change. We don't step into our change because we get overwhelmed. You start thinking you got to change everything. Like, no, no, you don't have to change everything, but you got to identify what you need to remove. You got to identify with those things that you need to remove and set goals on how to get them out of you. Okay? And make it realistic. Some things is just a choice you have to willingly make. We tell ourselves, I can't forgive. You tell ourselves that you can't let go. We tell ourselves that, oh no, that person did me wrong. This person did me wrong. I got every right to feel how I want to feel. Listen, y'all, listen. I can give you all the reasons in the world. I can give you all the reasons in the world. But the truth of the matter is, you got to look at yourself and decide, Is whatever it is it worth taking up so much space? And I told y'all, if you had watched any of my live last week, I gave a little bit of my butterfly story. I was funny after it was all over. I thought about it. I was like, dang, Chrissy, you really couldn't get the whole story tubbed down in an hour. I gave a lot of main points and main events of things that happened to me growing up, but the truth of the matter is, family, the truth of the matter is, that everything I've gone through in my life could have kept me in a mental hospital for the rest of my life. And for a girl who spent 15 years in and out of a mental hospital through different stages of my life from the time I was 16, matter of fact, I might have been, yeah, I would say that from the time I was 16 to the time I was 36. 36 years old was the last time I stepped foot into a mental hospital. And I said to myself when I walked out of there, this is it. This is it. I am going to change my mindset. I'm going to create the foundation. I had the tools. I wasn't applying them. And I got sick of the revolving door. But once you get, you put yourself in a mindset to say, I'm used to this. I get it. It was terrible. They'll put me in there. Give me my room. I get comfortable. It was vacation. It was Club Med for me. It was Club Med for me. I had to tell nobody what to do. I had to think about nothing. The food came to me. It wasn't jail. Like you come to a place where you justify the nonsense. You justify the bullshit because society told you this is who you are. Everything around you telling you this is who you are. So you believe in this shit. You believe in this. You telling yourself, this is who I am. Now, I know I'm bipolar. But that's not the issue, being bipolar. Being bipolar is just my emotions go up and down. I had to learn how to tell my emotions what it's doing when it's going there. If I feel me going manic, it's time we cleaning up. Oh, we cleaning up, top and bottom, whole house. Because I normally don't have the energy to clean. You know that, no good. I don't have the energy to do it all the time. So when that go, oh yeah, my son, this house is big. I ain't doing it by myself. But we getting in, pulling sleeves up, we getting in, right? So when it comes down, what do I have to be depressed about? It goes up, I'm going to go do something. I don't have to clean that day. Okay, I'm going to go do something that's going to fulfill me, that's going to give me joy. I'm going to go create some art. I'm going to do something that's going to give me so much joy that when I turn around, when that fall comes and I can't get out the bed because I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired because I've been working all these days. I've been being productive all these days. I deserve this downtime. You understand me? I had to learn how to reprogram that because I got tired of going through the yo-yo of depression here, depression there, and that medication, honey. When I don't feel nothing, no. So I had to start reprogramming my mindset, setting goals on how I'm going to imply these things into my life. Am I still work in progress? Yes. Yes. I'm still a little too easily angered for my liking. You understand what I'm saying? But I know that that's something I'm working on. I'm a Gemini, honey. I don't know what side you're going to get this morning. I'm just saying. My next tip is to make sure that you remember, use your technologies to overcome distractions and maintain focus. Proven techniques to overcome distractions and maintain focus. I usually be having it right in front of me, but I going live. We live right now on Facebook. At least we was live on Facebook. You know, Facebook like to do its own thing, but I don't care. I let Facebook do whatever it's going to do and keep putting my content on there for the people who need to hear it. You feel me? Yes. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, Facebook. We're back. They kicked y'all off. I'm sorry. If you
go over, if you watch me over, if you over on YouTube would be kicking you off. You be chilling right now. You feel what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So, proven techniques to overcome distractions and maintain focus. Guys, let me tell y'all. You have to find what works for you, but when you find it, you have to stick to it. You can't play games with it. You can't half in, half out. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you got to be perfect. I'm not saying that. I create me a day that I just do what I want, and it's a one day out of a month where it's the effort day for me. That's the 12th day of every month, because my birthday is June the 12th. So for me, the 12th day of every month is the effort day. I literally do what it is I want to do. You understand me? Now, if it falls on a day when I have to go live and do my podcast, I'm going to go live and do my podcast, because that's one of the things I definitely want to do. But I also make sure that I just embrace and enjoy that day. You feel what I'm saying? And don't not try to look for perfection, but look for consistency and going in the right direction. You understand what I'm saying? Not feeling stagnant, not feeling stuck. No. So there are proven techniques to overcome distractions and maintaining focus, but you have to create it for yourself. And when you create those techniques that work for you, then you have to apply it, y'all. And always go back to your why. I'm not going to say it's easy, y'all. It took me a year, no, maybe like 2 years to figure out ClickUp. If you don't know what ClickUp is, it's like a to keep you on tasks, you know what I mean, like Asana, and it's a few other ones. I personally ClickUp works for me. I tried a bunch of different ones, and ClickUp just, but it took me a minute to figure it out. With my brain, I feel like I got all kinds of ailments, but I'm very much dyslexic, and so things I don't take it in the way most people do. And in fact, I can read it and you can tell me, but when I go to apply it, it's like backwards. It's like everything just get flips around, right? So it took me a minute to figure it out. And I had to learn it the way I can apply it for me, the way it can work for me. And now I'm smooth through it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm smooth through it. But I had to learn a technique. And it's not something I don't agree. A lot of times people try to teach people they specific technique that work for them to get them to this level, and I fell down a trap of trying to learn all these different people's way of doing things, and it wasn't working. So I had to step back, listen, and understand. I always hated the reading between lines type of people. I always hated them. I'm real direct. But in some things, you have to learn how to read in between the lines. You feel what I'm saying? And for me, I had to figure out how to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and what I know will work for me to be able to stay consistent, put this whole thing together and create a strategy that's personal for me, conducive to me and my life, right? I'm on Social Security. I'm home all day. I can't tell a person who works a 9 to 5 and want to create a business that you got to put as many hours in as I put in. You feel what I'm saying? But I also spend all day doing it. And when besides on Tuesdays, y'all, I'll be done around this time. And because I work from home, I ain't got nowhere to go. But I can create that. And when I need to work more hours and need to work longer hours, because it's still the beginning of this podcast, so I'm gonna have to learn marketing and promotion, and you know what I mean, creating the social media clips is so much work. Lord have mercy, it's so much work. But I love the podcast, so I take the time to learn it and do it. You feel what I'm saying? But I also would tell a person, if you want to do this and you're working, take the money you're making. See, I have to invest my time because I don't have the money. But when you had the money, you invest your money. Do you understand me? You hire that social media manager. You hire somebody like me who can help you and show you how to create your solo podcast and see you in a direction to find a social media manager until my baby girl is ready. Because when she signs, seal, and deliver, y'all. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. But yeah, like we have to really understand that we have to decide what is important to you and find those techniques. Find the one that works, that's proven to show itself. One thing I do know for sure is creating a morning routine, whatever that means for you, and spend the morning with a spiritual connection, whatever that it means for you, whatever that whoever you believe in. You understand what I'm saying? For me is God. You understand me? And literally, in the morning, I pray in the morning, I meditate, I write in my gratitude journal. You feel what I'm saying? I listen to motivation music, I listen to affirmation music. I do these things in the morning to give me the strength and the power that I need. Do you understand what I'm saying? To be able to get up and go ahead and focus on the goals that I'm setting for myself. You feel me? We absolutely have to create that connection. If you atheist, you might you might take it easier for you to hear the universe. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, what you do know is what you put out is what you get back. What goes up must come down. In order for you to receive a change, you must start changing. So you have to develop skills, techniques, habits, mindset change. You have to develop these things so you can learn how to focus and not get distracted. I had to learn this, y'all, because I was very easily focused. Very easily focused. Unfocused. Yeah, very easy. Y'all know what I mean. I was very easily distracted. Okay. And I would lose focus quite easily. And the older I got, the more I lost it. So I had to learn how to bring it back. They diagnosed me with adult ADHD, but that's a rabbit hole that happens once you start getting one diagnosis. It's not about nothing for them to give you another one. You understand me? So I had to decide, you know what? I don't care what y'all call me, and I very well believe that some of it may be true. Some of it I don't claim because I don't believe it, and some of it I say, yeah, that's me. No matter what it is, it can't be the reason why I'm not living the life that I know I'm supposed to live. And just because I deal with these ailments don't mean I'm supposed to die in poverty. So I use the tools that I have, put in the energy. I know what I'm putting out, it's going to come back. I know God's going to bless me. I know I'm going to see a miracle. But if you need to hear it in a different way, what you put out to the universe will give it right back to you. The law of attraction works whether we want to or not, whether you believe in it or not. That's just what it is. All right. So the next one, how to adapt and pivot when life throws unexpected challenges your way. And I'm going to tell you to stay focused on the goal. To stay focused on the goal and realize how you get there doesn't matter. You understand me? If you're driving down the highway and a detour sign shows up, you have no choice but to take that detour. But if you're following the directions, if you're still going north and you don't accidentally turn a different way, you got to stay focused and real. All right, this is a detour. I gotta get it off autopilot. Hold up. Now, wait a minute. Feel what I'm saying? Like it was on autopilot. It knew where it was going. Now we got hold up. You feel what I'm saying? So now you got to go on this detour. Now you got the focus. Now I got to put on your glasses. Let me pay attention. And what happens is when you do what the instructions tell you to do, when you go with, and you, oh, okay, so I go this left. Oh, so this, okay, all right. It may take you about 30 minutes out the way, but you still end up on that same highway, that same road, end up to the same destination you set out to go in the first place. But you have to know that pivoting. And let me tell you something. That wasn't easy for me. I'm a person, if I have it set to go this way, I've already had it. I'm an artist. I paint on canvas, y'all. So I have it completely painted, colored, exactly how it's going, the way I want it to go. If this one part work out, and guess what? Never fails. That one part. The one part that connects the dot. And it used to be disastrous for me. Y'all, I was supposed to be in Alabama last year. Last year. And when it hit me that I couldn't go, the most amazing thing happened. See, when you start practicing gratitude in the morning, guys, I was writing in my gratitude journal when I wasn't feeling all that grateful. Okay. When I first started writing my affirmations, I am wealthy, I'm abundant, I felt like an idiot. Like, this is stupid. But I did it anyway. Guys, my bank account's still on negative. But every day I write, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am healthy, I am successful, and it is easy. Every single day. Thanks to shout out to my Queen Poe, the wellness community. She always makes sure that we say that it's well and it is easy. That it is well and that it's easy. That I will become wealthy and abundant, not because I got hit by a car. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no. I want it to be easy. I want it to be good. I want it to come in healthy. Guys, but I had to start up here. I had no choice. And it really is that fake it till you make it. Lie to yourself. I was good at that. I spent many years lying to myself. So I figured I might as well just change the lie to something that's going to actually benefit me. You feel what I'm saying? Most of us lie to ourselves every single day. So you might as well create a lie that's actually going to benefit you and turn you to the lie you really want. Because most of us is lying because we're not living a life we always wanted to live. So we make it up. We make this make-believe fantasy and not understand how to really use that power of imagination. Now I visualize my future. I visualize the life that I want to have. Not understanding I've been doing that my whole life. That whole stop daydreaming. Yeah, I was that kid. Now I daydream with a purpose, y'all. I don't just daydream to daydream. No. I'm crafting out my future. I'm carving it. I'm taking my carving knife and carving out the life that I know that is supposed to be mine. And I'm tired of making excuses for why it's not. I'm tired of making excuses of why it's not. So I'm going to show up. And when you do that, that's when you start building a resilient mindset that pushes you forward. It does. Like when you start telling yourself that I don't give a damn what happens around me, I'm still going to go forward. I'm still going to push forward. I'm still going to do the work to change my life every single day. Every day. Y'all, if I had a 9 to 5, oh my goodness, y'all, if I had a 9 to 5, how much money do y'all waste? Y'all say y'all living for check to check. What you need to cut out in your life? If you take 1 year for yourself and cut out things that you don't need and invest it into something, that side business you always wanted to do and making excuses on why you're not doing it. Come on. Why are you not doing it? Won't blame the kids? My father was able to create a computer programming business in 1990, living in North Philadelphia with a wife and 3 children, who just had a heart attack. And before he closed his eyes his lifetime on this earth, he had an employees up to 50. And it started from nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? You gotta believe in that dream. You can't keep letting it go because that is your map to freedom. That is your financial freedom. That is your financial wealth. All you got to do is start reprogramming the way you're thinking about this thing. Right? And you will be so surprised how nothing, because life's still going to be lifing, y'all. Life is still going to be happening. Kids going to get on your nerves. You're going to be sick and tired of bills. Listen, if y'all over here watching me on Facebook, I love you. Your girl needs some stars. Send me some stars. If you are watching me on Facebook instead of over here on YouTube, okay, I feel you. I love you. Send your girl some stars, okay? Because I need it, y'all. I need it so I can take this podcast as far as God wants me to take it to. All right? All right, we're going to start doing some giveaways. Yes, we are, because you know your girl's an artist. So we're going to start creating some amazing art to give away. How about that one? Yeah, so when I become a multimillionaire, you'll have the original artwork. You'll have the original artwork. Do you understand me? Do you hear me? When my art be worth millions, you got it in a giveaway. Oh, listen, I'm just saying. What you speak, it is what it is. What you speak, it is what it is. So I want y'all to do the work so y'all can understand when things, life still be happening to you once you set your intentions on the goals of where you want to go. When you're determined and you work on it every single day, you're building up resilience. You're changing your mindset. And guys, let me tell y'all, it feels so good. It feels so good to not allow things that's happening every day. Yo, my toilet keep breaking. Do y'all hear me? Like, and I'm like, you know what, whatever. I don't care. I rent. You know, we always want to be talking about when everybody want to buy. I rent, and I will keep renting until my income match buying. Do you understand me? People love to jump and want to go buy a house, and you ain't never even rent. Tell you about rent, and you can call your landlord to get something fixed. Then if you got a slumlord, know your rights. We got to stop just accepting things that just happen to us. I had to ask y'all, his refrigerator ain't working months. His stove and oven didn't work in months. And he wasn't getting no subsidy. This man paying rent every month on time for a house that's falling apart. And he wouldn't even let me call. I wanted to cuss his landlord out. Let me at him. He wouldn't even let me at him. Why accept this? Why are you content with this? Why are we okay with less than nothing? Because we're told forever, all our lives, that we have to take and turn lemon into lemonade. Guess what, guys? We are no longer in slavery. Okay? We're not. We're not. That was the mindset we had to take when we ain't had no choice. Today, we have choices. We have options, and we have to choose to want better, even if you don't know how. Once you make a decision to choose to want better, you ain't got to know how. It would just start happening. It'll just start coming. You're going to be like, what in the... You got to do the work, though. And the work ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. If you get a feeling in you and you ready to call somebody and blame somebody and tell them it's their fault, you need to go back and do some more work. It don't have nothing to do with them. Because anything that person did to you was done to make you stronger, whether it was good or bad. Yeah, crazy, right? So have nothing to do with them. How are you going to choose to heal yourself so that you can reach all your goals, all your dreams, all your aspirations, all the things you've been saying? You keep pushing your kids to live their best life, but you're not being an example to how they supposed to do it. So why should they go out and heal the world when you won't? When you won't? How are you supposed to want your kids to go and make this big difference? And I'm talking from experience, y'all. I couldn't keep walking around here telling my son how he need to push his business. And I've been talking about this dream of a podcast for years. It got to a point I had to shut the fuck up and sit up here and show who the hell I am. I had to show my sons, listen, from nothing you can turn it into something. If we want to take it to Bible, I mean, come on. Fish and some bread, feeding millions, water and the wine. We got to believe that miracles are not only possible, but we can make it happen. Guys, me showing up every week not only gave me what I needed, now I got more food in my house. I'm scared that shit might go bad. I'm like, Lord, did I overdo it? I gotta learn how to not overdo it. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you go through a month with no food in your refrigerator, you team a little. But no, I'm saying, all right, no, we going. But I stayed in gratitude, and me and my children ate every single day. And if I didn't, I was fasting. Okay? All right, guys. So our last tip. The last tip is the role of consistency and discipline in achieving long-term success is the key of being able to stay focused no matter what is distracting. I got one of my peoples on here. What's up, Kurt? Me and him been through a lot. We grew up together. And his childhood was not easy. And he is one that I would say is one of the most successful men that I know that made it out of the hood. You understand? He been through it all. But he got to a point when he made a decision and said, I'm not going to keep living like this. I'm not going to do it. Now he has a home in Jersey with a girl and a family. Do you understand what I'm saying? He made a decision to say, I'm not going to keep doing this. And he came from drug addiction. His not him himself, but his background, his family, like his growing up, like he was raised by addicts. And he could have very well chose to repeat the cycle. And in some ways he did. And then he decided to say, you know what, I'm not. I'm tired of getting locked up. I'm tired of being in and out of jail. I'm tired of this. And he wanted to be an example for his sons. And so one day he woke up and made a decision. And I don't think he's been broke since. You got to decide. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to show up in the world? When you look in the mirror, are you proud of what look back at you? And if you look at it in the mirror and you don't want to look in the mirror, it's time to do some work. Because we got to get better, people. We got to do better. We got to get stronger. We got to get stronger. We can't keep trying to, the crabs in a barrel, keep holding each other down. We can't. It's time for change. And the reason why we are stressing is because we so damn broke. The reason why we're so angry and we're so mean and we're bitter is because it's generations of being broke. We got to start changing it for our future children. I don't want my grandkids and my future great grandkids to keep this repeat cycle. Wealth, it took a generation to start wealth for it to keep going. Are you ready to be the generation to start it? See, we was raised to believe that the only way that you can be wealthy is either selling drugs, going into sports, or going to college. But see, people like my father who helped create the computer and the internet when it was dial up, people like him gave people like us a way of creating financial wealth from sitting in your house. I'm sitting in my bedroom. Watch me a year from now. Watch me a year from now. We'll pull up this podcast a year from now. Watch me a year from now. I want you to do this work with me. But if you want to watch me work and see if it happened, we can do that too. But we got to, each one of us, make a decision to reach out to our brothers, reach out to our sisters, to help each other, to love each other. Right now, people are the most loneliest they ever been. COVID has put us in a mindset that we don't even want to connect with each other anymore. And we're dying off slowly. It starts with our mindset. It starts with us believing in ourselves. And it starts with us trusting and loving each other. Because when you start changing yourself, you can't help but to see things around you change with you. Listen, this time last year, my daughter wasn't speaking to me. And now she calls me almost every week. And all I did was work on me. That's it. I didn't run to Philly, bang down the door first. They first forced her to go with me to therapy. I did none of it. All I did was work on myself. And now we're talking about how to create businesses together. All right, guys. I love you all so very much. So very much. And, when I start getting more engagement on my YouTube, maybe we can go a little longer. I don't know. But we're going to take this 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 moment at a time. All right? I'm so glad that you are here to join me. If you have watched me on any of the platforms, please make sure that you go over and you go like and subscribe my YouTube page. Make sure if you feel like that someone can get something out of this content, go over and share it. Send it to a friend. Let somebody know that, this girl is speaking some truth. Like, if you know somebody right now who making all kind of excuses, they on Social Security, guess what? Me too. They on welfare, guess what? Me too. They in subsidy housing, guess what? Me too. And if I can show up to do what I need to do to change my life, to live my dream and believe in it like nothing, I ain't never believed in anything else in my life, then guess what? So can you. All right, guys. I will see you next week. I love you. Make sure you go check out my YouTube episodes. Okay, guys. I had definitely left the episode last week, and a new one will be dropping this Thursday. All the links will be in the description. And I love you dearly. The link is in the description, matter of fact, of last week's video. And I love you all. All right, guys. This is Becoming a Butterfly podcast. I'm your girl, Christina Butterfly. And I will see you next week, my beautiful butterflies. Good night.